Yo, it's a fucking movie with big bros. I'll show you how to stunt. Show you how to stunt. Show you how to stunt.
What's good? We're back. Different episode today. We're cleaning out my steed. It's been a couple years and we're giving it a clean. I'm gonna chuck my new harnesses in, seats back in. We've got down and dirty here. Trying to think of a solution to fix my hole in the gearbox tunnel. I just need to box off the gearbox hole because there's a whole bunch of fumes. My screamer's under there. It's fucking hot. Grab some of the sheet metal we have, make a little bracket, box out the hole just so I'm not smelling bloody gas the whole time so I don't get a headache. Usually you would have like your interior, also a rubber boot that would obviously stop all the fumes and gases coming through. Race car things, we don't have that, so yeah, I'm just gonna make up a little mount and I guess you could call it a heat shield, sound shield, gas shield, do more lap shield. We'll get into that. We need to go to my house to grab the vacuum though, because this is not going to get cleaned by our fingertips. Well, I'm not cleaning it by my fingertips, that's for sure, buddy. Let's go grab the vacuum, alright? If you guys did get your merch, make sure to tag us, street.side, so I can repost it. You know how it is. Gotta go to Spotlight 2, vinyl for our clothing tag, and probably a couple other things, but hop on, let's go. Bring your car later on in the day. In 6 of these garages, or like if you were to go left, you'll fucking see, bro. Oh, no, just right, imagine it. Look at this, isn't it perfect? Oh, like just imagine like the cars lined up with the brand new concrete, bro. Fuck man, why don't you drive it? Fucking, why is it in the garage? Fucking, take it down the road, man. Take it to a meet, man. It's coming.
Had it up here to the bill. Had it with Dolly, you broke boys. Like no cap, you got no skills. No steezy, you not trill.
This big old boy, eh? Waiting for us. Oh.
Not till I cook up 100 mil. Hey, being told what to do so bad. Probably say no to a record deal. Probably pass on a roulette wheel. Money the thing I'll be rolling in. Touch it, I give you the iron heel. Ask your girl where you find him. You hate the thing that she admiring. Call a firefighter cause I got the gas. About to throw a zipper light in.
What do we got here? Chemical guys, synthetic, quick detailer. We'll give it a whirl. I think it's usually meant for plastics and things like that, but race car, mate, race car. No plastics, no worries.
Oh, it smells nice, eh? Some bubble gum.
It does smell really good, actually.
Black coat, great.
Yeah, must be a black.
So this is for the battery mount. So this top plate just locks everything in, and then you use a bolt at the top, screw it down. Yeah, in this particular drift car, the battery's mounted over here. Usually you'll find them in the engine bay, but we like to get them out of the engine bay just to allow for more room. Easy to work on the car and all that sort of stuff.
Don't worry about my one bolt. Man, Mike, if you see this, don't worry about it. I'm fixing it right now. Ready to shred at the next drift force. Hey, shout out to Mike too. Had a fat crash. Ran his car back in 12 hours. Qualified. Top 32, top 16. That'll be us Sunday when we're fucking running it back into the wall. Comp in the morning, boys. Let's go, boys. We got 10 hours. No sleep, boys.
Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like, you thought I was feeling you? No, I was feeling you. That nigga a munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want. This wanna have a good night. This wanna have a good night. Hold up. Don't know nothing new. Don't know when you gotta let go. You don't have anybody, any money move. When you a boss, you could do what you do. Yeah. Yeah. Cause girls is players too. Cause girls is players too. Making money all around the world. Cause bitch on my body, I get what I want.
remounting my Hydro. She had a bit of slop, but as you can see now, she's tight. She's good to rip, but I think just from me tugging on it a couple times, the way you're angled in, you sort of pull the handbrake towards you, and obviously I was pulling the handbrake towards me, bending this bracket out of shape a little bit, so I've tapped it back in, and now, as you can see, she ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to tighten this back up, slap it back on, make a new little bracket here. Definitely not the biggest bolt to be holding a Hydro, so you might even try put another bolt just through here just to hold that, because as you can see, the bracket is not that thick. And I know I'm going to be slamming the hell out of this handbrake, trying to get some good entries, some good practice, and eventually probably break it again. So let's try remedy the problem sooner rather than later. Funky, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about the shape. You see it, you see it. If you do.
Subscribe.
We're just not liking this, my boys. I do not want to drive with that. I want this to be sturdy. I want it to be like that, but it's not. Wanting to play ball. These are our new harnesses. This is from my sponsor. Long story short, sitting exactly like this. Obviously this point back here, these eye bolts need to be threaded into the cage. With my old style of harness, there is a hook point like this, and my old harnesses had a wraparound, cable tie them, but on these FIA approved harnesses, I need to put the eye bolts in. But I was just talking to Reese, I don't want to put them in the wrong spot, so I'm going to get in contact with one of my rally friends, and he's going to put these in for me, just so when I go get a tech inspection, they're not going to be worried that I have them in the wrong spot. Cage is homologated, so it is completely legal to be in competition, D1NZ competitions, also MSC, a lot of the grassroots competitions, they have a lot of tech inspections. So yeah, we just need to make sure we put our eye bolts in the right spot, so me and you guys that are in the passenger are going to be safe and sound when we're hitting some 140k plus entries. So you can see where our wraparound harnesses are right now. It's going to be replicating that, but instead of them being wrapped around the harness, on the opposite side we're going to have the two eye bolts, and that's just going to allow us to hook our harnesses into the bolt itself, or the eye hook, and we'll be safe. So we have one here and also one under the cage. Simply all they do is hook like that, and now you can see there 5 points of connection. You've got one coming from the right side, one from the left side, two from the back, and you've also got one coming up through the leg to create your 5-point harness. You also do have 6-point, 4-point. I like to run the 5-point. Obviously 4-point is pretty good, but sometimes when you do have a bit of a crash or a bit of a shunt, if you only have the lap belts and the shoulder belts, you may potentially slip and under, causing a bit of neck frustration, irritation.
You wanted to see the car road.
She may bloody hurt. So yeah, we're just gonna get these in, and yeah, stay tuned for that.
Nigga, pipe down. I don't fight hoes. I don't bust down. I don't like those. I like big wheels. You ain't got those. This a fucking movie with big roles. I'll show you how to stunt. Show you how to stunt. Show you how to stunt. Show you niggas how to stunt. From the left side, I'll show you how to stunt.